I'm back. Let me just tell you, I know this looks a hot mess, but anyway, can you see my fence back there? I don't know if you watched the other video where I showed my fence, but today is Sunday when I'm filming. It's Father's Day. My kids are not fathers. My boys don't have any children, but it's a holiday and nobody's home. But I think Isaiah said he has off Tuesday and he's going to, I don't know what you can see, but there's like a metal gate here. He's gonna dig that up and all that, and then we have like a mini chainsaw. It's like a, not like a real big one, and then we're going to, I don't know what he's going to do, to be honest with you. But we're going to clear this up. I've seen a few things, so we still have the birdhouse to put up and stuff, but I did see somebody had sent me like for the tree, and it's this bench that goes all the way around, and I'm sure it's probably like custom made, so I have to measure it and stuff, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a little expensive, it's like a couple $100, but I think it's worth it. And then I could just sit right here and all that stuff. But before I do anything, like I told the kids, I'm like, I'm not doing anything until you guys get this area fixed right here. So if you hear the noise over there, we have a neighbor who's cleaning out his truck, so I don't know what he's listening to. But anywho, it's supposed to rain today, so I want to hurry up and try to film, but it's beautiful out. I think it's only like 80 out today. Now it's very humid, but and then it's going to start getting hot again, and next weekend's going up to like 98. That's hot for Jersey, okay? So my last video I did a Q&A, and I had some more questions, and I didn't realize when I looked on my Instagram there were a few of you that sent me some questions on Instagram, and I'm like, you know what, they're really good questions, so I figured why not do a little part 2. And then tomorrow is Monday, I have somewhere to go, so I'll be vlogging. And then Tuesday, like I said, Isaiah has off, so we'll be vlogging a little bit. Of course, I won't be showing Isaiah, I'll be blurring his face or anything. One, I don't like to really show my kids, and two, Isaiah doesn't want to be on camera, which I respect that, but you know, he does know that I'm filming, you know, all of that. So part 2 of the Q&A. So one of the questions was, why did I start my YouTube channel? So I started this channel a few years ago, but I started a beauty, like an unboxing channel in February, I believe the 22nd of 2017. And I did that because I was really depressed, and I didn't wear makeup for a long time, and I was at my heaviest. I think it was like 50 or 60 pounds heavier than what I am now. And I wanted to get back into makeup, but you know, I didn't really know what to do. And at the time, my daughter Lexi had braces, and every month, you know, when they had braces, I had to take it to the orthopedic doctor, and they would have to like change the brackets and all that kind of stuff. And so the hygienist at the time was talking about Ipsy. I never heard of Ipsy. She was talking to one of the other parents about it, and I played it off like I knew what she was talking about. And she was saying at that time, Ipsy, they only had the Glam Bag. They'd never had the Ipsy Plus or the Ipsy Icon Box or anything like that. So they just had the one subscription, which was $10 every month. And she was saying she bought the whole year, but she didn't know that she can purchase it monthly. And they're talking and all this kind of stuff. So immediately, as soon as I get home, because I never even went on the YouTube app, never. And so I immediately Googled Ipsy, and it came up to a YouTube video, and that YouTube video was Abby from Abadabs, and she was doing her 100 subscriber giveaway. I know, 100 subscriber giveaway. And then she was showing, like, she did all these beauty boxes, but one of them was Ipsy. So I found her, then a couple other people, and that's how I found out about the beauty box subscription world. Now, there wasn't a whole lot at the time, but you know, I was like, oh, so I got Ipsy, and then I got BoxyCharm. Those were the two. And I started watching Abby. I had no idea that she only lived 25 minutes from me. No idea. And we were talking, and the one day she had said about one of the towns her husband works at, gets his stuff from, which is my town next over. And so then we start chit-chatting, and then, you know, I don't know who got whose phone number first, and we started talking. She kept saying, you should do a YouTube channel. I'm like, no. So then a few people kept encouraging me. So 6 months after I found Abby's channel, I started my YouTube channel. So I think I found hers maybe October or something like that. I'm not sure. But that's why I started my channel. It was her and a few other people was like, you need to do it, just do it. You know, I was very depressed. I didn't have any friends at the time because I didn't trust people. It was just nice. And I didn't know what type of makeup I liked or what. So it was nice getting beauty boxes because, you know, I didn't have to go to the store, or I could try different things or different colors and see what I like, you know. Do I like cool tone bronzers, warm tone bronzers, you know, all that type of stuff. And it was just nice, you know, what color lipstick, or there were so many things I never heard of, like contour. What the heck was contour? Because back in the 90s when I wore makeup, there was no highlighter. What the hell is highlighter? You know, so it was stuff like that. So that's why I started it. And then this channel, I think I already had it. I wasn't sure, but when I had my heart attack in March of 2022, and when you have a heart attack, then you have to do like cardiac rehab, you know, and then, you know, I was starting to walk, and that's when I started doing my walking talks, and it gave me a reason to start walking, and that's why I started this channel. But I kept both of my channels because I love the connection. Yeah, so that's why I started, but I stayed because of all of you guys, and that's the truth. I would have quit YouTube probably last year, to be honest with you. Yeah, I was this close of just quitting YouTube, but now you guys are stuck with me. So that's why I started a channel, and that's why I always say to you guys, like, start a channel. It has helped me. I never would have thought when I started my channel, I would have been doing YouTube for 8 years now. To have over 50,000 subscribers. I mean, maybe that's not a lot to some people, but that's a lot for me. You know, it's shocking. Even when I'm just getting, if I get 1,000 or 2,000 views, put 1,000 people in a room. That's a lot of people that watch me. What? That click my video? I mean, and I tell you all the time, I'm just a regular person. The only difference is I'm behind a camera and you're not. That's the only difference. We all are going through the same things. Maybe not the same things, but, you know, we all can relate somehow or another. And, you know, like, okay, maybe, like now, you know, I'm dealing with my divorce and stuff. Maybe you guys aren't divorced, but you dealt with heartbreak before, a relationship that ended. You know, you can empathize, you can understand. And so, you know, it's like church, right? It's nice to watch church online, right? I'm going to be honest with you. But I enjoy going to church to fellowship. It's nothing like, I can't explain it. Even now, when I just talk about the Bible, when I talk to my friends and we're talking, you know, about God and different things, it's just something special. I truly feel that without you guys, I don't know how I would have got through some of the things I got through. And that's the truth. Has it been all rainbows and sunshines? No. You guys know I've had drama, you know, friendships ending and that went public and all different things that happen online. It's very embarrassing, very embarrassing. And to all of you guys that stayed by me and supported me, I can't thank enough. And I truly mean that. But yeah, so that's why I was saying, like, start a channel. If you're really going through things and you're at your wit's end, and, you know, and it's really helped me. I mean, I remember starting, and I remember telling Abby and stuff, I'm like, nobody's gonna watch me. What? You know? I remember when my very first YouTube video was a BoxyCharm. I will leave that down below. I still have that up on my channel. And I was so nervous. And Nala was 5 months old at the time. And she was under the table trying to grab my socks. She had a thing with socks. So I'm like pushing her away as I'm trying to be professional. I mean, I didn't even know how to edit the first year and a half. I literally was doing unboxings for a year and a half. I didn't even know how to upload my videos. At the time, Isaiah was only 12 years old. And I would film my video. He would come home and upload it for me. So those of you that says, oh, I don't even know how to start. Listen, if you can upload your first video on your own, you did way better than me. Literally, it took about 3 or 4 months before I figured out how to upload a video. When I tell you I was not tech savvy, I am not. A year and a half to actually start editing. So, you know, don't look at my channel or other people's channel and look at that and say, oh, well, they do good thumbnails or they know how to edit, I don't. It came with experience, trust and believe, because I didn't start out that way. Go back to my videos, hit oldest first on my beauty channel, on the Just Ann channel, and look at my thumbnails. Go back and look at my thumbnails. I literally would just hold the box and put like BoxyCharm or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I knew nothing. So if I can figure it out and do it, you can. Trust me. Another question is, pros and cons. What would I have changed anything differently? And I figured this is a good question to answer as well. Absolutely. I would have never... I think the first drama that I've ever had on YouTube was when my daughter had open heart and lung surgery back in October 2019. There was a thumbnail. I remember I made a video and the thumbnail was like prayers for my daughter or something like that, or update on my daughter. I don't know, something to that effect. And somebody took that thumbnail and changed it or what have you, and I wish I never brought it to YouTube. I was so angry. So remember, my mother was dying. Lexi had open heart and lung surgery due to blood clots and stuff. I mean, who would have thought that was happening? So, you know, my mother died a month later, but I was like, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even know how I got through that. Like, I fear I was going to lose my daughter, and I knew my mother was dying. She was on hospice. I already lost my grandmother. We had a house fire. So it was bad. And the person who told me, you know, I'm not going to go back into it, but it came, you know, somebody made a video and said that I made the whole thing up with Lexi and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, oh my God, come on. You can clearly see the scar. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I have videos with my daughter that she's still very swollen. She had blood clots down her arms. I mean, it was bad. And I should have never brought that to YouTube. I should have ignored it. I wish I would have done that. When I ended a friendship, I went back. I should have stayed away. Because, you know, have that saying, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So I wish... I notice now, like, I'm not so impulsive. Back then I was very impulsive, you know. So I wish that never happened. When somebody lied and said I called CPS on somebody, I wish I would have ignored that as well. You know, sometimes it's easier said than done when people make videos and then you feel like you're being attacked. When you have hundreds of people, not just some, hundreds and hundreds of people unsubscribing, calling you names, thinking that you did something that you did not do. It is easier said than done because you want to defend yourself. But now that I'm looking at it, like, I just wish I just would have ignored it. And if people wanted to believe it, believe it. You know, even if I just made one video and said, no guys, that's not true, and then just kept it moving. But I didn't do that. I can't change the past, but if I could, I would. And then this drama that just happened last time, I wish I would have just ignored it. Nobody would have known about it. So what I'm trying to say is, when drama happens, you know, it's not good for your channel if you're trying to grow your channel. I do think drama, having drama associated, any kind of association with drama has really hurt my channel and hurt my growth and hurt me. My mental health, all of that, for what? You know, I always say to you guys, who cares what people think of you? Who cares what people say about you? But I didn't practice what I preached, you know, and I was always the type like, nope, that's not true. I know it's not true. When I'm learning now, people are going to believe what they want to believe anyway. So I think that's the only thing I would ever change, is having any type of drama, beef, getting close to people. I should have never gave out my phone number. I like the friends that I have now, and anybody that I ever had beef with, except for just one person, just the recent thing. But other than that, we are okay. You know, everything is fine. But I should have known better. I knew better. Just be careful who you get close to. Because not everybody's out there to be your friend. Not everybody's trying to do things for the right reasons. And that's just the truth. Not everybody has the right intentions. And I learned that the hard way. But I'm not... So here's the thing. Here's like a catch-22. I would have changed it, but I don't regret going through it because it taught me some valuable lessons. I mean, it took me a while to get those lessons, but it did teach me valuable lessons. So, I mean, I guess that's a plus, right? You know, you learn from it. Here's one. What was the most embarrassing thing that has happened since you had your YouTube channel? And I've said this before, and oh my God. Now, remember I told you I'm not tech savvy. It took me 1.5 years to even learn how to edit, okay? 3 months learning how to just upload a video. So I had one of those old phones. I was a type of person, why do I feel like, hold on a second. I was a type of person, if somebody was like, okay, well, do you want cable TV or internet? I would have been like, cable TV all the way. I didn't even, like I said, I never was on YouTube before I heard about Ipsy, right? I never had MySpace, never been in these chat rooms. I never even owned a computer until I met my husband, my ex-husband, you know? You know that saying, you don't miss something you never had. I had one of those old flip phones that had hardly any emojis or anything like that because I didn't use the phone to text. It was only like talking or what have you. So when I get my channel and I see people, like when I started watching people's videos and stuff, and people would comment and stuff and use emojis and all that, and I didn't have hardly any emojis. So Lexi downloaded like this emoji app or whatever it was, something that she downloaded that had all these emojis. Well, you know I can't see worth a damn, okay? This is when I was in denial before I went to the eye doctor. And so when people would comment, you know, that hi emoji. So I was like, you know, hi, you know, and I would always say, thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for commenting, whatever the case may be, I would always say. But I noticed people were like unsubscribing or they wouldn't comment again. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? But I didn't pay no mind, you know. So I got this email. Because I always would leave my email in the description box. And she goes, something like, why are you sticking your middle finger up at me? Or something to that effect. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, well, you're sticking your middle finger up at me and blah, blah, blah. And I don't appreciate it. I mean, she read me the film. So I go to my videos, right? And I screenshot it and I zoomed it. And I wasn't doing this. I was doing the emoji that stuck their finger up. So instead of this, I was doing this. So just imagine finding a new YouTuber or subscribing or what have you. And then they comment back like, F you. I immediately deleted that app, and then that's when I went and got a new phone. Like I finally got like a smartphone or what have you. I forgot. It was like an Android or something like that I got. Oh, let me fix you guys. Yeah, so you want to talk about embarrassing? Now, that's embarrassing. I don't think you can get more embarrassing than that. And so I don't even know who you were. If you find this 8 years later, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stick my finger up at you. I thought I was saying hi. It's kind of like, do you ever walk somewhere and there's people in front of you, right? And they wave, and you're waving, and they're not waving at you, they're waving at people behind you. And then you feel stupid. Well, yeah, that's how I felt. Oh, gosh. And, you know, I was so embarrassed and so upset because I was so new to social media. I mean, I didn't even have Instagram, Facebook, anything. Like, I was so new to social media. All right, another question that I had is, what helps me with grief? And let me just tell you, so if you don't know, my mother and grandmother passed away 9 months apart. And I don't know if I'd be the right one to answer, but, you know, for many, many months or years, I would just sit there and cry. I really did not handle my grief good at all. I really, really didn't. All of a sudden, the sun is starting to come out, so I know it looks, the lighting, but, you know, I'm outside, and then I'm, like, under the shade, so. But anyway, what I was saying was I didn't handle grief very well, but what I do now is when I just feel like I'm sad, I start reading my Bible. I have a study Bible, and I read that, or I watch church online, or I get out and I walk, or just take a ride and just go somewhere without filming anything or listen to music. Or talk to my mom and my grandmother. Oh, there was a butterfly. I don't know if you've seen it. A white butterfly just went by. That is so weird. Oh, I hope that was on camera. Literally, this is what I said. When my grandmother first passed away, put my hand to God, I would see this white butterfly all the time, every day for like 2 weeks. And then finally I didn't see it anymore. And it was literally just a white butterfly. What? That is freaky. Okay, sorry, I had to get the sun out of my eyes. That was really, really weird. Okay. All right, I think we need to move on to the next question. Is it possible to make true friends on YouTube? Which is a great, great question, because I have made some really, really good friends on YouTube. Had I not been on YouTube, I wouldn't have found them. Have I made some bad decisions? Absolutely. And that was totally my fault. You know, I think I was just so desperate at the time to have friends, because I didn't have friends for a long time. I didn't trust people. And I didn't know too much about the internet. And I'm not just saying this to have people feel pity or poor me. No, it's just the truth. And that was ignorance on my part, okay? So I felt like when people were sincere, people didn't lie, they didn't use you, they didn't, you know, all this type of stuff. I truly believe that. I'll never forget, I made friends with somebody, and I remember, I've only known her for a few months, and she wanted to come to my house. She lived in another state. And I remember my friend Lisa, who's still my friend now, and she kept saying, no, we'll call her Sally. Everybody, Sally or Billy. I don't even know a Sally. I don't know why I picked that name. But Lisa would tell me, no, why would Sally want to come to your house? She's looking for something. And I remember saying to Lisa, yeah, but what's she looking for? She ain't going to catch me in a lie. Like, I never lied about anything. Like, what is she going to catch? And she was like, well, I don't know. Maybe she wants to come and look in your medicine cabinet, see what medicine you're on or whatever. I'm like, well, I don't care. I don't have nothing to hide. And I didn't think of it. But now, looking back, what had happened, you know, that's exactly what it was. Because every phone conversation we had, she was recording. Every messages, like, she kept all the text messages, you know. Like, I don't keep text messages. One, I film on my phone, so I need storage. But I don't, like, I always, every so often, I always delete stuff, you know. It's like, I have never, not one time, I don't even know how to record a conversation on a phone. I don't even know how to do it. I mean, I don't know if you need an app or you could just screen record. I don't know. But I personally never have, and I never would. So I never understood why do people, what are you trying to find out? Why are you recording our conversations? Very, very weird. And so there are people like that. It's like, what is that? What is that purpose? Like, what? I don't know. And so I think sometimes people, they're jealous and they want to try to expose you, or they want, in general, and this, I'm not talking about anybody specifically, but there are just a lot of mean people out there. I always tell you, misery loves company, and that's the truth. Like, even now, this is totally off subject, but I see people, like, all they do is just do community posts and are just mean. Not on me, like, it's not going on me, just what I see with other people. It's like, if you have an issue with somebody, okay, fine, and then that person is trying to change. I don't understand, like, I don't understand people. What is that new saying, like the kids say nowadays, touch grass? I think people need to get out and touch grass, you know what I mean? Touch the trees, touch nature, do something. And I should have known better, but it's like, I know, if somebody tells me something, I'm never going to say it. I'll never repeat, just like now. You know, I had an issue with somebody a couple months ago. Well, my hand to God, 2 people on his side have reached out to me. They reached out to me. I didn't reach out to them. And like I told them, and I mean this, I'll never tell. I never will. I won't. It's like when somebody tells me something, I don't know. I guess I thought everybody, I just don't understand. It's like everybody's your friend until they're not, and when they get mad at you, then they want to expose you and all. And I don't know. So the answer is you can make good friends, but I was the type, and I had to learn this the hard way. I was always the type, like, I trusted you right away until you did something to me. It's like, well, I have no reason not to trust you, but now I'm learning, you gotta earn your trust with me, you know? I never understood, even now, like on YouTube, when people get mad, they want to show DMs and all this. I would rather look like the scumbag and look like the loser and let people get mad at me before I go against my morals. And that's the truth. And listen, I've only only 2 people that I've had beef with, like friendship, and me and them, these people are okay now. But I just think you just gotta be careful who you trust and let people earn your trust before you start trusting them. You know what I mean? Don't be so easy to give your phone number out. You know, talk to them on, I call the Instagram the walkie-talkie. You know, do the walkie-talkie thing, you know, the voice messaging or what have you for a while, you know? Or you can always call them on Instagram. You don't have to give out your personal information, their phone number, you know? But I am very grateful for the friends that I still talk to, that I have met. People come and go. And I've always said this, the people that stood by me at my worst, what I got coming in 2025, you're coming right along with me. But those of you that went like this, or when I really, really was going through some stuff, like when I'm doing good, if you can't be with me through my hard time, I don't want you through my good time. I'll still chit-chat with you and talk with you, but it ain't the same. You know what I mean? So that's the answer to that. You definitely can make really good friends. Just take it slow, like with any relationship, right? Just with friends, you have to take it slow. People will show you who they are eventually. Sometimes it takes weeks, days, months, and sometimes even years. But eventually, people will show you who they are if they're your true friend. Like I always say, sometimes people come in your life for a reason, right? Some people come in your life for a season, and some people are in your life for a lifetime, you know? And I think how you know when somebody's in your life for a lifetime is when you're at your lowest, are they still there? Because a lot of times people are quick to, right, when you're going through things, especially if you're going through things like with me. I went through one after another and after, and I understand why people want to leave, because let me tell you, sometimes I was a mean, nasty bitch. Let's keep it real. Like, I was going through, like, really hard times. There was a butterfly over there. And I understand people didn't want to be around. I truly do. But the people that stood by me, I got you. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never, ever forget that. And I truly, truly mean that. I so appreciate you guys. I really, really do. I see Tyler. He won't come here, like, to interrupt me. And I always tell my kids, I'm like, it doesn't matter if I'm filming or what have you. Like, I know how to edit out or blur it out or what have you. Or I can hit the stop button. But I just see him like... I'm going to get off of here because I told him I was going to cook dinner and everything, and then we're going to watch a movie. So, I just want to do a little quick part 2 of a Q&A, and yeah, I have some more vlogs to come. I'll be vlogging tomorrow, which is Monday, and then Tuesday we'll be doing some stuff outside, but alright guys, please thumbs up this video. It really does help me out, or thumbs it down, that helps me out as well. Make sure you leave a comment. Commenting really does help out with engagement, even if it's just an emoji. Let me know what type of videos that you would like to see on here. Oh, I want to start doing some cooking videos and stuff. Let me know down below some things that you'd be interested if you want to see me cook. Even if I never cooked it before, we can learn together. Let me know down below. And should I do them live stream or should I do like a video? You know? I don't know. Let me know down below. I said that like 3 times. All right, I'm getting off of here. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you. Never let somebody take you out of character. Do as I say, not as I do. Bye, guys. Would you look at that spider web? Oh my God. I don't know what the hell you can say, but look at that spider web I was right sitting under. Ew.